I'm going to be swatching for you my Devinahs today. Please ignore my nails. I didn't have a chance to get them done. Also, and one thing about Devinah singles is that the pans are extremely smooth. So actually, I prefer swatching Devinahs without nails, without long nails, because even getting them out of the palette is very difficult. Devinah, if you're listening to me, it would be great if you change these pans. I'm not sure if I'm the only person who has this issue. You know how I feel when you have cream on your hand and you're trying to do these kinds of things? It kind of feels like that. They're difficult to get out. Anyway, moving on. Let's get started with this lowest row, and these are all of my black base multichromes. So the first 6 are from the Aurorae Flare collection, and then these 2 I bought over the years. But let's get started. I feel like I'm talking too much. So this one is Australis, and I'm gonna do it with my finger. I'm hoping you can see all the shifts. So this is a black base multichrome going from a gold to a magenta. Let's do the swatch on my hand. I'm hoping you can see the shifts in the swatch. Then we have Borealis, which is a blue to purple shift. And these shifts, I hope the cameras capturing them are very strong. Like, you can definitely see the shift. You know, some brands have a very mild shift. No, Devinah, the shifts are very, very strong. I'm telling you, it's difficult to get these out. The next one is a teal, dark teal to a, I want to say like grass green. And this one is Exosphere. Let me see if I can show you all the shifts in the video. Honestly, there is also a mild shift of purple in there as well. Let's do this. Swatch. Again, it's Saturday morning that I'm doing this. Apologies for the background noise. It is actually relatively early morning. As soon as the sun came out, I started doing this, but there are cars outside. Next one is Magnetosphere. This one is a magenta to a purple. I'm guessing it also has a shift of blue. Yes, it does. And it kind of also has a shift of, I want to say gold or brown. I'm actually very excited I'm doing these swatch videos because I don't use these shadows, friends, that often because I spent a lot of time in my channel just making eye looks with new palettes. So it's great to put them to some use. Also, it's great to use some of the money that I spent on this, possibly bringing value for you all, so that you can decide which one of these shades would work for you if you're trying to make a purchase decision. So I'm also showing you my fingers so that you can see how they swatch on my finger. Continuing with the same series, now we have Polaris. And this one is a teal to a purple. And the next one is Thermosphere. Let me actually show you the color on my finger. Part of the reason I like applying these with finger is also because I want this kind of a payoff on my eyes. I'm not 100% convinced that a brush can give me this kind of a payoff, but that shift is also pretty obvious. And now we're going to go into the 2 colors that are not part of this collection. Well, they're not part of the bundle. I think they are part of the collection, but you just have to buy them as singles. So this one is Chromosphere. And this one is a gold, kind of a hint with a hint of red or bronze to a green. I'm hoping you can see the shift on my finger. And the last one is one of my favorites. And I purchased this because I really wanted it, because this is one of those neutral, this is one of those color to neutral type of multichromes. So hopefully you can see it on my finger. It is a kind of a hint of teal to green to a brown or gray. Hopefully it shows on my hand. And if you all have been watching my channel, you also know that I love multichromes that have a neutral shift. As much as I'm not a huge neutral lover. And this is what they look like on my fingers. This color Polaris reminds me of Mercury from Glaminatrix. Okay, friends, as I mentioned, these are singles, so they don't belong to any collection. And I swatched everything else in this palette as long as bundles go. So I'm going to put this palette here for now and continue with our next collection. So these are the Moonscapes. First one in the Moonscape collection is Air Glow, which is this one. These are extreme metallic, but at the same time flaky and chunky colors. They're not multichromes, they are all monochromes. We're talking about Moonscape collection. I'm hoping you can see the level of metallicness. It's just crazy. Next one is Earth Shine, which has kind of a green hue. Well, it has more than just a kind of a green hue. It has a pretty pronounced green hue. I'm hoping you can see that. And it looks like it has sort of a glaze of silver glitter. Next one we're going to do is Fire Hunt. And this one is literally metallic taupe. It's beautiful color. Beautiful color. This reminds me of a whole series by Terramones. I don't remember if that series had a name. It has names of elements. You are going to see them in my swatches for Terramones when I get to that. But this whole series remind me of those. I think Terramones just has 4 colors that look like these, but as we can see, Devinah has 6 of these. Next one is Aurorae. This one has a hint of lavender and is absolutely gorgeous. I love using this in a look. It's so beautiful. I mean, you all know me. If you've been watching this channel, you know how much I love purples and lavenders and how much those are my colors. So this, totally love. Next one is Moonbeam. So this one was Aurorae. I don't remember if I said the name, but this one that I'm going to swatch now is Moonbeam. This looks like an undertone of green with an overtone of, or the shine is gold. Again, super flaky, super beautiful. These are colors that remind me of Lauren May Beauty. They on the whole are very neutral toned, which are not necessarily my colors. She's the type of person who would make a very glamorous look out of these colors and make it look so effortless. Next color is called Pink Flare, and it obviously has a pink flare. So it has a dash of pink. It's super beautiful. I dimmed the light a little bit. This is the Moonscape collection from Devinah. I'm just trying to see how they look like in dim light. And this, on the other hand, is bright light.